And what time is it? It's that Cataclysm time. Hey everybody, welcome back. I am Mr. Vorm, here to play some Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, continuing our current adventure with Bob the Second, Morbid Mouse. Bob the First, how we remember you. Oh, that was glorious. Alright, so let me push a few more buttons and get settled in, and we'll begin the adventures. Let's see. Announcements are out. Twitch is live. And the voice is working. Yeah, we're good. All right, and the tea is hot. Back to the hot tea. Good stuff. Okay, what shall we talk about? Let's talk about a bunch of bummed up parts and us being under a lab that's under a city that's got advanced evolution and double zombies. Oh my god, is it processing slow. I figure if I force myself to get tired and I go to sleep in-game now, hopefully by the end of the 4-hour real-world session tonight, the character will wake up. That's my hope. My hope is it'll process through at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep before we run out of our 4-hour allotment. I'm kind of worried. It is going real slow. There are so many zombies up in this vertical slice of reality bubble. So many. Oh, why game? Did you have to give me, again, a house basement? So I'm in a double zombie world with advanced evolution. With all of that, at least we're not in the downtown area. It put me fairly deep into the residential area, which is better. But I think there's still going to be a mountain of upgraded, super nasty zombies sitting on top of us. Can't wait. I think we'll probably get to it pretty easily in this episode. I think we'll pop upstairs. I just got to get at least one good evening of healing in, hopefully, and then finish pushing upwards to the exit. We already secured our exit means. We're already there, so... I don't expect too much difficulty in that regard. Just depends on what else we meet. We've had some pretty nasty stuff in the lab with us, and I expect even worse to be in the city above us. Because at least in the lab, they're fairly contained, and I can get solid metal doors between me and them in a lot of cases. That's going to be the other problem. Is I left a lot of wandering enemies on some of the floors, and I'm gonna have totally forgotten where they're at. Yeah, my brain just doesn't work that well these days for that kind of thing. So I know we've got spiders galore up in this upper floor. Yeah, that floor 3. And spiders. But there were spiders in like this entire northern section. And what else did I mark? Oh yeah, the slavering biter and the scale jug. And I think I left some in these lower levels too, where I just kind of partitioned them off in out of the way places. So I'm going to probably constantly be stumbling into stuff I should have remembered. That's all right. It's all right. Are we going to hang out with your good friend Rubik? Probably not. This is a mutation run. I don't generally mix bionics and mutations. Everything just takes too long nowadays. How many more spider floors? Well, we only have one more floor. So, one is, I guess, how many more I will expect. I mean, we're on -4. -3 is the infested one that we know about. -2 is the only other one there's going to be, because -1 is the basement of the house. So, you know, you got one. That's how many more floors. Okay, what else is going on in Bob's life? Bob the Second, if you missed the Friday's episode, we're doing Morbid Mouse, so we're trying to be morbidly obese, but we're going to go mouse mutagenic path. Trying to go full, full post-threshold mouse. I haven't done anything post-threshold in a long time, and I still have not managed to actually work my way through the new mutation stuff. So we're going to try it again. I've had a lot of fun with mouse runs in the past, because they're just hilariously hard. I purposely gave this guy 5 strength, which by itself is hard. But so we're low hit points because of the low strength. We're lower hit points because of flimsy. Our max hit point value is base hit point value is 56, as you can see here. So yeah, so these bars are deceptive. I mean, that's a full bar is 56. Normally you're up around 84 with 8 strength. So these bars represent a lot less than usual. And we're going crane style. We're doing a crane style mouse run. But yeah, I'm going to try to leverage some of the morbid obesity stamina shenanigans before they get fixed eventually, maybe. And tag those into some of the mouse mutation stuff that also deals with stamina and speed. And we're going to try to be a ridiculously fast, ridiculously stuffed with stamina, naked mouse, because we won't have any carry capacity. So, yeah, that kind of thing. It'll be fun if we manage to get there, but we got some survival to take care of. Still not out of the lab. We've gotten into one of the military barracks, so we're outfitted in pretty much full Army Man gear currently. Even with the full Army Man gear, we're rocking an 8.6 dodge, which is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive with, oops, wrong screen. Let's go back to this screen. So we got our army pants and our combat shirt and a large rucksack on. Some pads, some safety glasses, some tack gloves, sneakers, non-regulation soldier gear. Which we'll eventually try to get some fitted stuff. I got some combat boots. I might switch to the combat boots. I'll have to do some comparisons on the movement points. I forget just how big a difference it is. And we have one gun. We have a Glock 18C, which is going to do absolutely nothing. Nothing useful. Anything that I could kill with a Glock, I can kill other ways easier. And too many of the things I want to kill, a Glock is absolutely not going to handle. Scale jugs and Ulks and so on that we've already run into. So yeah, I mean, I'm never a big fan of pistols, but they have a few uses. Little scuttling metal zappy things and flying metal cutty things, stuff like that. There could be an occasion or two where I might use them. So we'll take it, but we don't have any of the big stuff yet. We haven't managed to get into an armory. I'm not willing to risk shocking myself to death, failing to get into an armory yet. So we'll probably, if I can get some good healing done before we escape, I'll probably try to break into the other couple of barracks that we have located that I have not yet tested my computer skill against. We failed on one of them and locked it down, and we got into one. So we know where 2 more at least are on the floor above me that I have not yet tried to break into. Because unless I'm going to get into the armory, there's no point in getting into the barracks. I've already got all the standard barracks gear, shy of super rare infrared goggles or light amp goggle loot. But other than that, we've already got a full suite of the clothing and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really going to gain much by risking my hit points and shocks by trying to break into those. So I don't know. I'm not sure the timing I'm going to handle those. I think my first goal is get healed up, make sure we have all the things we need to escape past the exit turret, and actually get to the exit turret. Once I know the path and I know it's clear, then I'll evaluate the rest of the lab and what order we will or will not do things in. My greatest fear is the processing time. I am not joking. It is processing extremely slowly because of the sheer bulk of enemies that are in the vertical slice of the reality bubble. If you're new to the game, the reality bubble basically is, if you open your map up, I'll bring it up to the main world here. You open your map up, reality bubble is a square, roughly 2.5 spaces on this overworld map out of your character in every direction. So if I'm in this, let's say I'm in this pawn shop, for example, 1, 2, and then halfway to here, 1, 2, halfway to here, 1, 2, halfway to here, etc. So there's a square around you that is the reality bubble. That is the area within which all enemies, objects, and so on are fully simulated while you're playing. Anything outside of that area, outside the reality bubble, is kind of put into a stasis situation. It's stored, it's noted, it's saved, it's annotated, and so on. And some of the items are given timers, so that when your reality bubble re-enters that location, certain things that have timers, like food, will rot based on how long you were away from that location. Things like that will happen. But everything is abstracted outside of that reality bubble area. But when you've got a situation like this, where we're 5 levels deep in a lab, we've got all the lab contents being fully simulated, and we have a bubble outside me, going all the way up to level plus 10. So we're going from -5 all the way up to Z level plus 10. All of that column of reality bubbles being fully simulated. And because we have a city above us, and I've got it set on double zombies for this world, and I've got it set on advanced evolution, there's just a mountain of mid to upper level zombies trashing everything above us and accumulating and running around doing stuff. And it's just so much stuff that it's going to process really slow. Doesn't matter what kind of computer you have, it's going to process slow. All right, so there you go. Let's see. What's chat talking about? What are you people chatting about over there? I'll look at that, and then we'll start doing stuff. Howdy to everybody in chat, by the way. Yep, hit point bars are fixed. I knew that was going to be a really quick and easy fix, short-term fix. So I assumed we would be up and rocking by Monday. It's mostly back to the way I liked it before. The only thing I think I don't have is my moon little graphic thingy widget, whatever it was called, that showed the moon phases. I don't want these named things. I want my little moon indicator back. So I have not yet looked into how to get that back. Otherwise, I think we're pretty close to back to where it was, which is great. Not a fan of how vehicles are in the sidebar. Well, you know, they don't have to be. just you know, turn them off. You don't want the vehicle info in there, just turn it off. There, it's not in the sidebar. No need to be not a fan. I don't particularly care. What does the vehicle thing actually show you that you care about? I mean, I've been able to puzzle my way through 5,000 hours of play without a special vehicles section or indicator. Whatever. I don't know. Everything in the sidebar is now modifiable, changeable, because it's all JSONized. That's why it went through these last updates. Now, all the sidebar, it used to be a hybrid. Now it's all JSONized, so it can all be gone into. There's a file you can go in, out of game, and you can edit it, and you can change all sorts of stuff now. So, yeah, if I get into a vehicle, I'll see if I'm missing some information, and maybe I'll toggle it back on. I don't know. I don't have room right now, though. With me playing with a larger font size, my sidebar info is pretty compact as is. Like, I only have 5 to 6 lines in my log here generally, because I play with a larger font style than I would play with normally if I was just playing for myself. But because of the larger font style, which helps people that view my live streams on smaller mobile devices, phones and tablets and so on, they're still able to see and read all the text clearly. And since it's a very text-heavy game, I felt early on that was really important. So, is use bandage antiseptic menu for choosing limb still in cursed order? I don't know. What do you mean? You mean this stuff? I don't know what you mean. Let me get away from my main stockpile. But what does cursed order mean? I don't know what that means. Clarify. Yeah. Well, it was intended mainly, the font size was intended primarily for, in my initial thinking and planning, and as I was working my way into this whole doing things on the internet stuff, getting a very clean image and a clean font style at a higher size. My original intent or idea was to make it easier for my phone and tablet viewers, but good point for those of you that are watching it on supersized TVs, you know, 10 feet away on a mammoth wall with a plasma screen or something. It's probably better to have it larger sized as well. I mean, the order of limbs not being... Oh, that. Oh. What does that have to do with this screen? This is the eat menu. Why would you care the order of things in this screen? Oh, I see what you mean. I have to hit the key and then it shows it. Yeah, I understand now. I didn't go far enough into the menu. I don't know why it does that. is it's not alphabetical. I have no idea why it does this. I don't particularly care, as long as I know what's what. Who cares what order it's in? Whatever. I don't care all that much which order it's in, but yeah, I don't have any idea why that's that way. Yeah, ideally it would match the listing that's on the main screen. I agree. It should match. Why it doesn't, I couldn't tell you. Oh yeah, something I want to bring up. You know, for all you folks that are trying to become contributors to the game, that are interested in contributing and want to figure out things to contribute, what I would like, here's another Vorm wish list item that I am not going to create my own PR for, so don't ask, don't mention it. I would like, when I go to craft and I pick something, and you look up here and it says crafting is slow 90%. See all these hotkeys down here? Somebody please add a hotkey to this already large list that I can press that tells me what's causing this crafting slow speed. Hand encumbrance, minus 10% speed. Morale, or focus, minus 20% speed. Whatever. All the various things that cause this number to make it slow for you to craft. I would like to know goddamn why. It's too obscure. Most players are not going to have any idea what's causing all of these various factors unless they've, you know, dug into half a dozen Reddit pages and so on and found somebody else complaining about crafting speed. But there's no other way of knowing what's causing this that I'm aware of. So, you know, just put a hotkey on here. Get a little pop-up window that shows the negatives, or I don't know how you want to display it, but just give me an ability to see what's causing this crafting slowdown. If it's because I'm trying to do fine knitting with boxing gloves on my hands, then tell me that. Tell me what's causing this massive slowdown in my crafting speed. Give me the deets. I want deets. I mean, if it's huge encumbrance on my hands, if I was a real human being wearing boxing gloves and trying to do fine stitchery, it would be pretty goddamn obvious what's causing the difficulty. Oh, it's these boxing gloves on my hand. But in game, you can't tell. I could have accidentally put on a bunch of gloves and stuff and have no idea that all of a sudden I've got 90 encumbrance on my hands and it's causing a crafting slowdown. So, wouldn't V tell you? Well, you mean which V are we talking about? Are you talking about the morale screen? What screen are you talking about? V what? V red, unread? V mark all is red? We've already got V and un. I don't know what that means. Nah, V is already a hotkey for red and unread. The morale screen isn't going to tell you. I mean, the morale screen is going to tell you what your focus is, but how many players actually know that your focus affects the slowdown? I don't even know what's causing all the slowdowns. I mean, I pay attention to most of this stuff, but I don't even really know. So I just don't like information being withheld from the players. If you're going to give me some kind of a negative effect, I would like to know why. That's the only thing. I can understand in a few isolated circumstances why info might be somewhat obscured or hidden, but this ain't one of them. This is something I need to know in order to do things adequately, and it's stuff the player in that situation in a real-world environment would know. It would be pretty obvious. So, yeah. So there you go. If anybody's looking for a PR to author so you can be a contributor to the game, go for it. Submit that thing. And leave me out of it. Don't mention it. Don't mention me. As I always say, I don't want, need, or otherwise encourage any credit whatsoever. If you agree with my ramblings and mumblings, do your own testing, do your own research, submit it, leave me out of it. All right, let's actually play some game. That's too much talking. It's almost 20 minutes. All right, what am I doing? So we're still in the first day. We haven't even gotten to the first nighttime period. It's only 1900 of the first day that we're in. We got pretty banged up in our explorations. I want to stop my moving around. I need to get healed up before we push any further. We've got, I think, a fair portion of the third level explored. We still had a number of doors to the north that we hadn't gone through yet, that we were kind of working our way through. We hit a library. I think that was the library. And then that was the last thing we did. We hit the library, emptied it out, and then we came back to base. That's kind of where we're sitting. So let's first make sure we secure our exit from the area, or from the lab. So I need, where are you? Oh, there you are. All right, we're going to go on a trip over to the southwest. Go southwest, young Vormithrax, or young Bob. Oh, crap. Here we go into maybe I have locked people into places that I don't remember mode. So who knows what I'm going to go get? What fabulous object of power am I going to acquire to make sure we can get out of here? Yes, it is the mighty, mighty large box. Take down and give me large cardboard box. Just actually go ahead and wield the cardboard box. Not a valid crane kung fu weapon. Wonder how much it cost me to swing with a cardboard box. Wield cost is 6. Smash with the box. Did I break my card? Ah, I broke my cardboard box. That's funny. That's funny. All right, let's ditch this gimpy cardboard box. Let's take down a fresh one. Gimme. All right. Also, I need stop in here. Whoa! God damn it. See, that's exactly what I mean. And now he's going to get through the door before I can close it. Yep. Ah, some bitch. That's exactly what I mean. I forgot I locked a stupid skitterbot in there. Come on, you. I need you out of that particular room, skitterbot. Where'd you go? I'm gonna get zapped by the... Yep, I'm gonna get zapped by that thing. Alright, get into this room. Yes, come to me. Alright, let's not go into that room. We have other options. Let's see. Where else can I go? We can go... I think I locked... Didn't I seal off that section? I don't remember if I sealed it off here or if I sealed it off here. Really? Guess I could go all the way up to the barracks. Or I could lure the skitterbot out and go back in there again. I should have gotten what I needed while I was in there and then put the skitterbot back in. That would have been better. All right, let's get the box where it needs to be first. Alright, so we'll leave the cardboard box there. Then there's one more item I need to get a hold of from memory. That door's still open, so I guess I do have access here. Cool. That makes it easier. Okay, wield. Actually, let's go get a stick. Not break anything semi-valuable. Should be able to do this with a stick. Stick and 5 strength, maybe? Grab pipe fittings. Okay, I think we're set. I think with those 2 items, we have secured our exit. Did I lock all the metal doors? I believe so. Alright, let's do one more crafting before I start working into other things. So we want a basic pipe spear. Basic pipe spear. Easiest one to make that will do what we need to do. Takes 3 pipes, which I have 4 of, and 1 set of pipe fittings, which we just went and grabbed. And it's very easy to make. Just fab 1 and melee 1 to be able to build a basic pipe spear. The critical part here is it has reach attack ability, and it has a high pierce value. That's how we're going to kill the turret. Make it. And it's like no proficiencies or anything else crazy required. So there you go. those 2 items right there are how you can get out of the lab. It's all it takes. Fab 1, Melee 1, a large cardboard box, and a basic pipe spear. And you're golden. Alright, so have I collected a hacksaw yet? Yes, I have. Really rude when the game spawns light in the exit with a turret. Yes, it would be. That would be kind of rough. I'm not sure. No, you'd be fine. You'd still be fine. You could do it. Because you'd step upstairs. You have the 200-point aim time for the turret. That will give you enough time to deploy a box in front of you, which will block its line of sight. So you're fine. No problem. You just step upstairs with the box wielded in your hands. Immediately activate it and place it next to you and block the line of sight. And you're good. No problem. So yeah, the light up there is not going to be an issue. Trick is not to do any actions that cause too much time to pass. Which includes very much turning on flashlights that are buried in backpacks and things like that. So anytime you're dealing with turrets and light situations, and you want to be able to turn lights on and off quickly, make sure you're either wielding the flashlight or wearing a light of some kind like a headlamp. Those turn off and on almost instantly. Not quite instantly, but very, very close to it. So you can easily turn it on and off without getting shot. Otherwise, you're probably going to get shot. Alright, so, yeah, there you go. There's our exit strategy. Basic pipe spear in the cardboard box. For those not initiated in the mysteries of the cardboard box, you can deploy it in front of you. And you can either do the 2-box shuffle, where you step into one, you'll disappear here. Let me... for people that don't know. Let me drop my stick here. Alright, let's explain this without actually going up and doing it. Come here, cardboard box. So what you do is, let's say the table above me is the turret, and you're going north to get to it from the stairs here. You step upstairs, you activate the box, and you deploy it. And what that does is, no, not that. Stop it. Okay, brain. Why have I forgotten my crouch key? All of a sudden, I can't remember my crouch key. What the hell? Crouch key, backspace. There you go. Yeah. Alright, so there you go. So if that's the turret, you just deploy the box and you crouch. And you're behind the box, so they can't see you. So another option... And you can also do this with a single box by grabbing the box and then just pushing it in front of you. You don't need the 2-box shuffle, for folks that aren't aware. You can do it with 1 box. Just deploy the box in front of you as a blocker, and then you can push the box forward. And if the table is the turret, you push it to this position here, then you let go of it. You step inside it, which still hides you, and then you can fire with your pipe spear. You can hit this space, and we're going to destroy the turret. But you have to use the pick attack direction, and you have to pick the place with the turret, and you just keep hitting it over and over again until it stops making clanging noises, and it's dead. There you go. You're out of the lab. You've been spoiled. Congratulations. So this is the easy way out nowadays. This is if you can secure the ID card. Once you got the ID card, good to go. So we have our science ID card. So we've got everything. Once we get up there, it's good to go. Pipe spear into turret lockpick. Okay. Wield. Basic pipe spear. Activate. Whoops. Did I not pick up a marker? I thought I had a marker. Do I not have a marker? All marker. Apparently I haven't gotten a marker yet. Will they let me carve into this one? Combat knife. Right on an item. Basic pipe spear. Oh, we're good. Turret. Lock pick. There you go. Has been appropriately renamed. Yeah, that's all you need. Get a cardboard box and build a basic pipe spear, and you're good to go. Yeah, it's a pretty good weapon. If you're into the step, swing, step, swing, step, well, Yeah, step back, swing, step back, swing, step back, swing. Just depends on your character build and a bunch of other things. It'd be pretty good for us because we're a really, really mobile character. We have all, like most all of the movement abilities and stats and bonuses. So it's a pretty good weapon for that. Slow as these tend to be, that's the problem right there, is the base moves per attack. So, I mean, yeah, it's got 25 pierce, and it's got the reach attack, and medium block, and impaling, and so on. That's only going if you've got 4 melee. So, typically, you may or may not. But if you got 4 melee, you probably got some martial art or something going on. You're not using this anyway. But it's okay. Depends on what you're doing and how you're doing it and what your needs are. Good to have options. I just want to make sure people are aware you can make this kind of thing. Sometimes, depending on where we're at in the Cataclysm experimental build process and what's been removed and what's been modified and what's been adjusted and so on, it's hard to know which objects, items, weapons, tools, etc. to do certain things because it just shifts over time. And or the turrets get more or less armor, or they get more or less night vision. It just changes in lots of directions, can sometimes be tough. Right now, this is by far the simplest way that I know of to get out of the lab past that turret. All right. Yep. Everything gets harder if you can't get the ID card, or you don't get one off of a scientist. Labs are variable and random, so you take what you get. Okay, now that we've got that nonsense, that minor trivial task out of the way, let's let's get down to the real important stuff like eating. Oh my god, pork sticks are going old. All right, let's shove down a bunch of pork sticks. Ah, we're already full. Those are going to be bad by the time I wake up. We might get the last batch down before we go to sleep, though. So we're at what time? Things have shifted slightly. 1937. Okay. Let's see. Do we have... I don't have my water... I've got infinite water, but I don't have a large... We don't have a wrench yet, right? Is the wrench the one thing I'm missing from my basic tool set? Got the hacksaw. We got a makeshift hammer, which is a poor boy's hammer, but it does have the 2 hammering, which is good enough. We got the screwdriver. So yeah, we're missing the wrench. So wrench things we can't do. Luckily, we didn't need one for that basic pipe spear. And we're also really short on antiseptic. I'm down to my final antiseptic. So I won't be able to slather all my wounds in both bandages and antiseptic, which is going to be a problem because we are morbidly obese, and we're going to have no heal rate short of what we get from bandaging. And we have not been able to take the time to raise much in the way of our skills yet. It's still super early. So, yeah. It's going to be questionable. I'm not sure how much healing I'm going to get. Let's see. Let's work on... I got to decide if I want to push myself to tired status and then go to sleep quickly, or... get a few more things done. I don't really need anything else done to escape. I just need to finish exploring to find the stairs and then punch out the turret. And then hope the basement of the house isn't just jam-packed full of enemies because of gunfire in the area. That's another thing I'm worried about, is we've had gunfire several times, and in the reality bubble, we will have had a lot of zombies within range of that gunfire that would move towards this house if there weren't other things going on. So I'm really concerned with what the basement is going to look like. Really concerned, and of course the house above the basement. And we're high enough evolution level. So I've got it set on double speed evolution 2.0. Base is 4.0. And this is a multiplier for how long it takes for things to evolve. So a lower number equates to faster evolution. I've got it on double speed evolution, and I built in 60 days of evolution already occurring at that double speed. So essentially, we've got 120 days of evolution has already happened. That's a lot. that's a lot. So that's a season and a half. So we started... That'd be like fall day 1, basically. We would have already gone through spring, already gone through summer. Somewhere right around fall day 1, from an evolution standpoint in a standard world, is what we're looking at for what's above us. And we could have generated gasoline zombies in a fair number, and like the whole neighborhood could have burnt down if the gasoline zombies were up there popping and burning stuff. So, yeah. So, I can't wait. I think we're going to spend a couple of episodes of me getting out of the lab just to immediately die under a tidal wave of high-level enemies when I poke my head above ground. Or even into the basement. It's going to be glorious. Can't wait. All right. Anticipation. But yeah, so we've got some issues. Very little in the way of medical gear. Very little way of hard-hitting weapons. It's mostly I'm in escape and evasion mode with this character. So what do I prioritize? I don't want to push any further up with exploration with us already in such low hit point status. We're starting to take some pretty big negatives because of the wounds. So we gotta sit here. I'm not going to be helped by waiting. I think I'd rather heal first so I can see exactly what my healing rate's going to be. I think I'm gonna exercise to get tired, and then we'll go to sleep. We'll see how long that takes to process in real world time, and then we'll work on a few things depending on how much. I need to know how much hit points I'm going to get. That's really the only mystery I don't know the answer to. So it's hard for me to estimate or make plans on what I want to do and the time frame I need to do it in without knowing the answer to that. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna exercise till I'm tired. Go to sleep. I'll put a full load of bandages on, and that's it. I won't be able to antiseptic anything. And then we'll go to sleep, and we'll see how we do. So let's do that plan. We'll exercise, then we'll eat the last of those pork sticks, and then we'll go to sleep. So miscellaneous workout, yes. Hi, 30 minutes. Even this is going to take forever. in a standard world out in a field, this would have been instantly done. Oh my god, this is going to take so long. I am tired. Stop training, yes. Alright, mission accomplished. This is the best way if you are ever trying to... I didn't get the last one down. Alright, I'll read for a short bit. Let's read... Where's all my books? That can't be all my books. Really? That's all my books? Really? I thought I got a lot more books than that. Huh. Alright, let's just read, let's see. Guess we'll get a little bit more of a head start. I don't have a tailoring book I can use currently. We'll just read a little bit of Fab. We'll read about 20 minutes worth, and we'll try to eat that last pork stick. And off to bed. Pork stick, get in my belly. Alright, and we'll fill the rest with water. Or lemon lime soda. Good enough. Okay, step away from the big pile of stuff. Bandages for everybody. I get both XP for applying them, and we're resetting the timer. For how long they'll last. Alright, so everything should be, what, poor? Yeah, poor everywhere. I have an uncomfortable mouth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's because I'm wearing my mask. It's leading -2 speed because I'm wearing just the filter mask. That's hilarious. Filter mask on its own apparently is so uncomfortable it slows you down. Yeah. Yep. I can see that in real life. Sure. Whatever, game. Let's see, what else? And I can't disinfect anything. Yeah, we're good. Go get on our bed, wear our blindfold, wear our noise-canceling headgear. We're going to hope nothing breaks in, drops through a broken roof tile into the room area with me. I've got the doors secured. And... yeah, let's see what happens. So I'm going to mostly pay attention to the right leg. We're at 2.5 bars on the right leg. My hope is we can get this to go at least a full and maybe a portion of a bar, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll find out. I don't have any MP3 players or anything running. Nothing's running. Things burning? Yeah, let's do it. I gotta get this question answered. Please, 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 don't take 14 real-world hours to process this times the sleep cycle, and show me some healing. What time did we go to sleep anyway? This is what I mean if you watch the clock here. Oh my god, it's so slow. It's about 16 seconds per half hour. Ouch. So that's about 2 hours per minute, something like that. So it's going to be like 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes of us sitting here waiting for this to process. Yeah, let's chat. What's going on with you guys? How you doing? How's the weather out there? Wherever you may be. I usually try to avoid these kinds of circumstances, and I wasn't expecting a house basement start for this challenge. Yeesh. $2 a.m. Long way to go. Look at all that healing, though. We've already met my happy point. How is that? Morbid obesity is being massively overcome just by poor bandaging status, which is makeshift bandaging at level 1 healthcare. We've already met my goal, and we're maybe halfway through my sleep cycle. Just more examples of the silliness of morbid obesity. I'm waiting for the you caught a cold, cough, 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 cough. Low max HP. That is true. It's somewhat deceptive because of that. Hey, we woke up. Well, that wasn't, too horrible, I guess. Look at that. We actually exceeded my expectations. We went from 2.5 to 4, so we gained a full bar and a half. No, more than that. A little more than that. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. By the time we sleep again, we should have a little bit more, how much, oops. Where are we up to now? See, we're close to healthcare 2. I could spend time trying to get the proficiency, so that would bump it up even further. The first proficiency, at least. Shouldn't be too bad. We're still at wound care 0. That's fine, game. Don't count me actually putting bandages on as wound care practice. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not give them wound care proficiency by putting on 400 bandages. You waiting for morbid obesity to challenge instead of a bonus? Me too. That's why I started taking it originally, because it was supposed to be a big negative, and I was looking forward to the challenge, and then I started doing it, and I'm like, what the hell? Alright, time to abuse the hell out of this for half a dozen challenges so people get the message. Okay, take off the headgear, take off the blindfold. Just leave those on the bed for now. Glorious. Nothing's about to rot. All the rotty food has been consumed. Let's have some cookies for breakfast. And what do you think? A pretzel and a necro wafer and some cheese. Failed to place monster. Ha! One less monster to worry about. And some more water. Gotta hydrate. Alright, we are full and hydrated and uncomfortable. It still makes me laugh. Minus 2% just because of the filter mask. Minus 2 is gone. So funny. 2% of my speed, my precious, precious, life-giving speed, because there's not quite enough rubber and foam around the seals on the filter mask. Gas mask's fine. Filter mask, no bueno. Alright, whatever. Either 1 ton mech fire. Thanks very much for continuing your gifts to your sub. Breakfast of champions, yeah. Breakfast in the Cataclysm, anyway. Living on junk food and vending machines. Okay, what's next in our glorious path? Now that I know that healing won't be quite as bad as I was worried about, that gives me hope, that gives me opportunity. Now it's down to how much time I think I need to spend here. My priority, I think, is still keep exploring as safely as I can until I run out of exploration options that aren't too dangerous, to try to find the stairs and then the turret exit. Once I secure that, then I got to come back down and I got to decide if I want to spend my time in safety in a lab or out in the world, and then come back to the lab when I'm better able to puncture my way into places like the armories. With this heal rate, I'm likely to go try to hack my way into the barracks. To all of them, even if I get shocked a bunch of times. Because there's always a possibility of something inside the barracks, like if, especially on an advanced evolution world. So, I talk a lot about game knowledge and experience and how valuable it is and all that, blah, blah, blah. It's things like this situation, specifically, that give experienced players an edge. So, what I'm talking about is, I know I'm playing in an advanced evolution world. I know the things that are possible to spawn in a lab, and I know the evolution paths they have. There is a chance, with us having like 4, possibly more armories and barracks in this lab, there is a chance that one of the barracks and or armory sections spawned with a Hulk or a Skelljug, and they have broken through the walls. So I might have access to an armory if one of those things occurred, and I can survive or lure away the zombie or the enemy, and then I can get into the armory without having to get through the doors or the walls myself. So with that kind of possibility in mind, an armory raid would be vastly, vastly helpful in this world. So that's the kind of knowledge and experience that helps out when you're making estimations on danger levels and cost benefit and all that kind of stuff. Just playtime. Just comes down to playtime. Until the computer shuts down versus shocking you? Well, yeah, always a possibility. But I could tap on the wall and try to lure something inside to come break its way out. So, who knows what's going to happen? We've had some hilarious times in labs. It's always a mystery and a wonder. Could an advanced dispatch have spawned in an armory by now? Well, I don't know what you mean by advanced. There's only 2 types, and either can spawn. It has nothing to do with evolution or timing. It's just in the world or not when it generates the lab. They don't give you the early one and then the later one as an evolution. They're just either or there. So you can get the one with the mini nuke without any time or evolution settings. Okay, that itself would also be fun. It's always a great time batting down grenades to save your life or not. Yeah. Okay, so back to business. I'm not going to keep anything in my hands. We'll flip the flashlight on. It is in a backpack, and I know that, so I know the timing involved to turn that on and off. As an example, if you watch I think the moves per processor is telling me things it didn't used to report properly. So if I activate my flashlight that's in the backpack, watch the number here. 59, that can't be right, can it? In the backpack? There's no way. Is that matching up to 50506? So activate flashlight. 59, 505. What the hell? All right, they've changed something again. Because now this flashlight that is in a Molly large rucksack buried under all this other crap, it's turning on and off in 60 moves, which is less than a round, less than 1 turn. Let me try it the other way. So if we wield the flashlight, now in my hand as my wielded item, activate, maybe that is the longer move time. Oh yeah, okay, 6. There you go. 60 is important. 6 is a bigger benefit. So there you go. Yeah, it might be the flashlight pouch. Did I swap things around? I don't remember if I swapped things around. Let's stop holding that. I think I did have it in the flashlight pouch earlier. So let's just put it in the rucksack. Alright. So many things with the molly system now I'm not used to. There you go. That's the number I was looking for. All right. So 319 buried in the bottom of a backpack. 60-something when in a item-specific pouch in the molly system. Or 6 when you're wielding it. Those are your 3 different numbers. So that's the number that will get you killed when you step upstairs onto the exit floor of a lab and you click on your flashlight and it costs you 300 moves to click it on. Then a turret says, "Hey buddy, I'm now going to shoot you in your big dumb face." And before you can get the light turned off again, that's in your backpack and I'm going to take this number of moves, you'll get shot. Whereas if you're wielding it, you can turn it on, see the danger, turn it off again, and you won't get shot. If you're wielding it or if you're wearing it like a headlamp. So just be cautious. You shouldn't be getting killed in those circumstances after you kind of know how a lab works anyway. But for the uninitiated, always safer to have your light in your hand or being worn or in a special light container like that molly option. So back to the molly. Insert flashlights. You're going to ask me where? What the hell? I'm wielding my molly now. Stop wielding molly rucksack. Where item? It's getting weird on me again. Flashlight. Put it away in the pouch. Good enough. All right. I got diverged again off onto another educational moment. All right. You want to explain how the save file becomes so huge so fast? Sure. As you move around the game world, it saves everything. I talked about the reality bubble earlier and how the reality bubble is that 2.5 squares around you. But when you move through an area, especially towns, where there's just literally thousands of items, vehicles, broken window glass, zombies, and so on, food, it's got to record all of that, and as soon as you move the reality bubble away, that gets added to your save file. So the more you move around, the larger your save file gets. And if you're in a vehicle and you're constantly driving and moving next to cities and so on, it balloons out and balloons out and balloons out because it's having to record every single little detail about the game world that you're moving through. So that when you return, it's in an expected state. So if you want a small save folder, stop driving all over the damn world, exploring huge amounts of terrain. Just stay in one little area, and you'll have one nice little save file. There you go. That's why. Good old Stanislav Lem. Yeah, go read Stanislav Lem. Good stuff. All right, let's, What were we talking about? What was I doing? Man. Getting distracted a lot today. Don't need the pipe right now. I don't plan on actually doing the service, the exit. I just want to go investigate it or find it. What was the path I was taking to get up there anyway? That I also don't remember. Which stairs was I using? Was it the library stairs up north? I think the ones to the south were getting me in trouble. Yeah, crap. Let's see. I know the northern walls were the ones that had the spiders, but that's also where I think where the doors were that I have to go out. I guess we'll go north and we'll find out. We're doing an unarmed fight style, so we're using our crane kung fu for fighting and dodging and all that. Yeah, let's just get moving. I'll get back in the swing of things. One way or another. Did I bring a spare battery? Oh, I got a lot of crap I gotta get rid of. Forgot to empty my inventory before we left. Okay, keep the batteries, dump those. That. Keep the tools. Yeah. Going to dump the baton. Yeah. Alright, what are we at? 33 out of 72 max carry capacity. Max weight, that is. Plenty of volume available. Alright, now we shall sally forth. Was it a good choice? I saw something in the patch notes about... Alright. I saw something in the patch notes about stair alignment. So I'm not sure if they've completely fixed the stair alignment issue, which I didn't think was fixable, which is why they were phasing out some of the older map styles. Or maybe it was some secondary effect where the player didn't... Something about the player not returning after the peeking was done to the same position. I don't know. I didn't actually read the PR or the details on it. I just saw it as a note. Clouds, gas. What do we got over there? We have gas clouds. That must be a set function. Something in the fridge. What you got? Some cheese. Some yogurt. Some ghee. Lots of yogurt. Yum, yum. Ooh, a leather jacket. Yes, I shall partake of your leather. Alright, can I get into this one? A banana. I saw also they've reevaluated the loot tables in the rural houses, the rural cabins, finally. Finally! These places have been just so, so underwhelming and depleted for so long. I haven't actually been to one yet. Hopefully in this run we'll make our way to some and I'll be able to see what kind of loot changes they've made. Alright, so I do have a filter mask on, which is strong enough to resist this smoke. I just don't like walking into smoke because I can't see the enemies that might be coming at me. So, filter mask is enough protection to keep smoke from being a problem. It's just, how much do I have? 66? Yeah, if I went in and out quickly it would be okay. But I can just as easily just walk around to this door. It may or may not have smoke shortly inside, but I'm going to avoid this one. That's one of the tours, second door and third door that I remembered we hadn't explored yet. We got something over here. We've had spiders infesting throughout the facility. That's the library we finished up with on Friday. So this is all dead end except for that room that I just talked about. And then to the south, it's all completed, except for the 2 barracks that we have not gone into yet. And there's nothing on that western wall until we get over here. I forget what was in here. Spiders, I think? I think it was more spiders. There were spiders all up and down this area, so... I got no desire to tangle with spiders. So let's go check over here first. 3x3 grid. Shorts. Moccasins. And a dress. A spider dissector. Ah, sumbitch. Ooh. Alright. Just... Peeking takes time. I was worried that when I canceled and I returned to position that there were enough time would go by they'd get into the door. I gotta make a note of them. Note. Man hacks in lower left. Oh. Open door. Cyborg. And Necromancer. Nice. I can peek up there, huh? Cyborg, cyborg, cyborg. Bring you over here. We'll just leave you in the bedroom. Mode. Cyborgs are polite about not opening or breaking doors. Squish you. I see a machete. Or, that's not a machete. I think I already have fire, but butcher knife. Don't need one of those. They sure like giving me antibiotics for some reason. It's like the 4th. Oh, antidepressant. Never mind. Never mind. Shrieker and a scientist. Alright, so we got noise coming from the west. That means we've still got the finish of this section here. We've got another room, and then we're still going north. Avoid that for the moment.